happens when I sit down. As soon as I sit down, here he comes. This is extremely rude and has obviously been reinforced inadvertently because he's 20 weeks old and he's still doing it. We're going to nip this in the bud, as Barney Fife used to say. Welcome to Kaleidoscope Toy and Miniature Australian Shepherds in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have a guest here this week, only for a couple of days. It's Dash, and he is a puppy from Blue and Storm. And while he's here, we're going to work on, let me get him out from under my chair. We're going to work on some manners. So here's the situation with Dash. He's 20 weeks old now. He's precious. He's very sweet. He's very loving. He's super smart. He's a brilliant little Einstein of a puppy. Right, Storm? That's your baby. Yes, it is. But he's very rude. He's rude. He's rude, rude, rude. And that's not his fault. He's just being a puppy. And he is not trained to know the difference between being rude and being adorable. So that's what he's going to learn while he's here. Here's his problems that I see so far. He wants to use you, see how he's just like all up in my face, blah, 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 blah. He wants to use you for a human backboard. Like he'll come flying across the yard, jump on my chest. He will jump all over my legs and his nails are like razor blades. And he'll scratch your legs all up. He will bark in his kennel to be let out. He will, see he's just, you know, he's all right, so I'm gonna have him get off my lap. You're a good baby, but this is Dash. This is little Dash. Okay, bundle of energy, 20-week-old puppy. I know several of you are there. All right, so here he comes. He's climbing up me, and so, you know, probably, I don't know. They love him to pieces, and I do too. So, you know, you kind of, oh, he wants up, and pick him up and get him in your lap. Well, so then that just reinforces him being rude. So off you go play with the other dogs. He hasn't been around other dogs at all since he left here. So see, here he comes. See, now he just pushed, he's climbing. Rude. Okay, this is like having a cat in a dog's body. So we're going to work on this. We're not going to hurt him. We're not going to injure him. We're not going to, you know, break his heart or any of that. We're just going to teach him to offer behaviors that we want. So he's going to learn to sit or lie down when he wants attention. He's going to learn to be quiet, to be let out of his crate. Well, I've only got like 2 days, so I'll introduce him to these things. He's going to learn to walk on the leash properly. And see what he's doing? He is just, get off. You don't get to be rude. I'm letting this puppy be really rude so you can see what these people have been dealing with or allowing or reinforcing. See, he doesn't care about my comfort at all. He just wants to be where he wants to be. So, put you over here. And we'll see what he does. See what he does. Off. I just pushed him back. I'll put him back up here on my level so you can see him. Okay, so that time he chose to go down to the ground instead of come over on me. Now I'm going to sit back and we'll see what he does. Off. That's pressure and release. People keep asking me what's pressure and release. This coming into him was the pressure, him backing off was the release. Animals learn from the release of pressure. They don't learn from the pressure, they learn from the release. So there's lots of different ways to apply pressure and release. Now, you notice I'm not using any treats to train this puppy. Don't use treats to train your puppy, especially when you are teaching it to stop being obnoxious. Now, what did he do? He's under my chair. He got it that quickly. So it's going to be fun working with Dash. We're going to work on leash. We're going to work on manners around people. We're going to work on not barking in your crate. And we're going to work on whatever else I happen to figure out that he needs to work on. So be sure to stay tuned. I did a little bit of work with him last night. I might put some of those clips on here even though it was pretty dark. And we will be talking about pressure and release. We're going to be talking about rewarding offered behaviors. Like when he sits under the chair and he's a good boy, I got to reach down there and pet him. Because what they do is they jump on you and then you pet them and then you teach them to jump, right, Daddy? This is Daddy's Storm. So anyway, got a bunch of videos coming up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.